Hi, guys. It's Marlene, and I am the content creator for Living Your Best Life. And today I have a topic of being strong is your only option. So, welcome everybody. Please like and share if it's possible. I appreciate you all being here. So, let's get started with the Best Life Crew song.
Be encouraged, be inspired, be yourself, you will survive. Just know it, just breathe it, and be it, and live your best life.
Hi, guys. Welcome. I'm Marlene, and welcome to my channel of Living Your Best Life. And this channel is all about positivity, motivation, life lessons, encouragement, just all around a great channel to be a part of. If you are interested and it's your first time here, please like and subscribe to the channel. And I also have channel membership on this channel. I would welcome you to become a part of my channel membership. I have 3 different levels and I welcome you to join them. I also have a home-based business, CTFO, which is changing the future outcome. And that is a home based affiliate marketing business, and it's always in the description box of every video. I would love to have you as part of the team. So, guys, I'm excited to share this topic with you all. Today's topic is being strong is the only option you have. And I wanted to bring this topic because we all know that 2021, this year has been a roller coaster, right? A roller coaster of emotions for not only myself, but many people around the world, not just in America, around the world. So many different life changes and hard times for people in all aspects of their life, emotionally, spiritually, physically, financially. It's hit every single part of so many people's lives. And I just wanted to come to encourage you guys today and let you guys know that being strong is your only option. So before I get started, I want to welcome everybody who's in the chat. I see Boss Life Online. Hi, Boss Life Online. Boss Life Online is a member. She's a moderator. We also have a channel together, Information Girls. So if you guys don't know about that channel, I'm going to ask Boss Life Online if she's not busy, if she can drop a link to that channel. We're almost to 200 subscribers over there, and I'm really excited for us to get to our next goals as we keep going on this YouTube journey. And I also see Paula Benson. Paula has a great channel as well. She is boy, that word just went right out my head. That was amazing. She is a recording artist. She sings on her channel, just a very positive channel to have. So I thank you, Paula, for being here, and I hope you're having a great day as well. So, guys, we all know that there's so many things that can come at us and bombard us with the life that we lead. We all lead, busy lives. We have things that we have to deal with, but sometimes life can be very difficult. Isn't it true to cope with? We have so many things that can just feel like it's attacking us all at once. Bills coming in, and maybe you don't know how those bills will be paid. Or maybe you're dealing with a health problem and we wonder how we can, uh, keep going, because sometimes when our health fails us, we feel like, oh, do I even want to do this anymore? You kind of feel very discouraged and you want to give up. But I'm here to encourage you guys today. And the ways that I want to encourage you is not only emotionally and mentally, but also teaching you the tools to be able to be strong physically and in your spirit, and also to also be strong spiritually. All of them go together into one whole and making you a whole spirit. So, here are some of the ways that I wanted to share with you guys. 15 ways that you can be mentally strong. Number one, you have to focus on the moment. Number two, embrace adversity. Number three, exercise your mind. Number four, challenge yourself. Number five, respond positively. Number six, be mindful. Number seven, don't be defeated by fear. Number eight, be aware of self talk. Number eight, let me go down to number eight. Be aware of self talk. Number nine, rid yourself of can't. Number 10, stumble towards success. Number 11, find solutions. And number 12, be grateful. So the first one is embrace adversity. Mental strength, it gives us the ability to see the obstacles that is in our path as stepping stones. And when we encounter struggles, and we all do, we can be inspired by knowledge that it's not a dead end, that life goes on past whatever it is that you are dealing with. But there is a path to deeper knowledge and understanding. Number two, exercise your mind. Just like the muscles in our body, your mind needs to be exercised in order to gain strength. So growth and development, it takes consistent work. And if you have not pushed yourself recently, you might not be growing as much as you can, because mental strength is built on a lot of small wins. It's not just one big win in your life, but we maintain it through the choices that we make every day. And to gain this stamina, we have to take on a daily task and then stretch it to see our mental endurance. And we all know that if we are strong mentally, we can be strong emotionally, physically, spiritually. It all goes together. See if I missed anything in the chat. Hey, Edward, how are you? Welcome in. Edward is a moderator of my channel. He is also a member of the channel, and Edward has an awesome channel. I thank you so much for being here, Edward. I hope you're having a great day. Yes, resilience is very important. Self-talk is easy for many of us. That's good, Paula, because it can be hard for some people. The things that you say to yourself, the talk, the conversation that you have in your head, it goes something like this. I think I am, and you fill in the blank. And sometimes that talk, that conversation that we have with ourselves is not good. We may be having the talk that I am defeated. I don't feel strong. And you can have those thoughts, but it's not good to stay there. That's why I wanted to do this topic, because sometimes being strong is your only option. You know, when your back is against the wall, you can make two choices. You can choose to give up, or you can choose to fight. And I hope that all of you will choose to fight, to not be defeated by discouragement, or even if your body is failing you with a health problem, to strengthen your mind. There's always something that we can do to improve our lives, and having a strong mental strength is going to help you to be able to cope with so many things that's in our lives. Hey, James. James has an awesome channel. He has a gaming channel. I hope you're doing good today, James. Thank you so much for being here. Yes, guys. So the next point about being strong is your only option is that we have to learn to challenge ourselves. That's number 4. Albert Einstein has a quote, and it says, "One should not pursue goals that are easily achieved." I'll say it again. One should not pursue goals that are easily achieved. One must develop an instinct for what one can just barely achieve through our greatest efforts. And that's important because when we challenge ourselves, we give ourselves an opportunity to show how resilient we are, to show how much might, how much strength we have. And that will encourage us to know that we are strong and understand that when we show our strength, when we show how we can conquer and get through challenges, we show that sometimes we may be underestimating ourselves, or we may be playing it safe or holding back from success because of fear of failure. And we know that fear is a real thing. Fear can either stop you or push you forward into what you are trying to do. So we have to learn that challenging ourselves is very important because we can't just stay at the regular average level. We have to constantly raise the bar and keep elevating our standards for ourselves, growing our potential for what we know that we can do. But a challenge shows us our strength, and that also encourages ourselves as well. And when you believe in yourself and in your abilities, you often can go far beyond what you even imagined that you could do. So this is a very important step to your strength, is challenging yourself. And I'll read it again what Albert Einstein said, because I love this quote. One should not pursue goals that are easily achieved. One must develop an instinct for what one can just barely achieve through one's greatest efforts. So we have to learn to stretch the boundaries of maybe what we maybe think we can do and go past that, because sometimes we stay in the comfortable because of maybe the way you were raised. Maybe you always had the thinking that maybe you should just stay in the comfortable and just do what you need to get by. But we all can improve and raise our the trajectory of our life, because you can always improve, you can always do better, and you can always be better. But you have to want to do that for yourself. You have to want to challenge yourself, and you have to want to improve. Hey, TWT welcome. Thank you so much for being here. I hope you're having a great day so far. I think I can, as he continues to go up the hill. Yes, the little red onion, it's the and he kept saying, I think I can, I think I can. And that's so important for us to tell ourselves that too. I think I can, I think I can. And it's in that thinking that we can do something, thinking that we can accomplish goals. That's how we can stay motivated and keep going to the next level. But it's when we start to doubt ourselves, or when we look to other people to define us, those people that maybe don't support us, or people who say things about us either in front of our face or behind our back. And sometimes that can cut us in our heart, because sometimes the people who say things to hurt us, it's not somebody that you would expect. It could be a family member, it could be a business partner, it could be anybody in your life. So don't allow challenges or lack of support to stop you from going past your comfortable zone. And that's something that I'm learning too. We have to get out of the comfort zone, and don't be afraid to try new things, to not allow fear to stop us. And we have to remember that we have to keep reinventing ourselves, because in the reinvention process is when you're kind of surprised at, I didn't think I could do that. Or you come up with ideas maybe that nobody has ever thought of. So sometimes we have to use those challenges or sometimes the fears to push us ahead into trying something new and to improving our life. Yes. Yes, fam and I are hitting all the points. Awesome. That's so great to hear. Hey, Vernell, welcome. How are you? Thank you so much for being here. I hope you're having a great Tuesday. Just like everybody else in the chat, I hope everybody's having a great Tuesday. So we're going to go on to the next point, guys. The next point, number 5, is respond positively. So you cannot control everything that comes your way. And I'm speaking to people who are like me, who like to control things in their life. But there are some things in your life that is beyond your control. You cannot control what other people do. You can't control what other people say. You can't control whether people support you or not. But you can control your reaction. You can control your response. You can control your way of thinking and make it be that of something positive, because there's some things that you just can't control. We want to control things, but you just can't. You just can't. The only thing you are in absolute control over is your reaction, the way that you think about situations, whether it be positive or negative. You can always have a positive outlook. You can always have a positive attitude, even if the situation or even if people don't treat you right. I always say you show the fruitage of who you really are, because people can say who they are and who they show up to be in this world. But then when you look, when something happens to them, when somebody triggers you, that's when you can really see who that person is. That's when you can really see, because I always say I like to see when a person is being tested, what is the action that happens behind that? Even when you have an opportunity to get even when somebody is doing something unkind to you, how is your reaction? Is your action that of where you get to spill and pour out how loving you are, how kind you are, how much you are a person of faith? All of that, that's when you can show and pour out who you really are inside. That's when you get tested, when you get upset, when you get angry, when people trigger you, you show who you really are. So we can always, as number 5 is, respond positively. And I'm not saying that it's something easy. It is not easy to have a positive response when someone tests you, but that's how you show your maturity. You show your wisdom. You show who you really are. And I'll tell you guys, sometimes the best response is not making a response. When it's foolish, when it's unkind, when it's something that is a lie about you, don't even make a response. Let other people see by your action, your reaction to what somebody else has done, and then you can say, now that's a mature person, that's a mature man or woman, and it just makes you look good to other people. Let's see who else came in the chat. Oh, that's good, Vernell. I'm so glad that you're doing good. I hope you're having a great Tuesday. Hey, Robert. Thank you so much for being here. I hope you're having a great Tuesday. Just coming in to encourage you guys for a little bit. So let's see. Okay, yeah, you guys, everybody welcome each other in. So number 6, be mindful. And we know that mindfulness means taking control of your focus and being intentional. That means on purpose, letting your purpose be defined. What are you controlling? What are you spilling out? What are you giving your attention to? So whether it's an emotion, a thought, a belief, an impulse, or something in the environment, mindfulness causes us to approach everything with a curious, non judgmental, open, and accepting attitude. And to be the most resilient and mentally strong, you have to take the time to be mindful so that you can focus on what you truly want and who you truly are. And sometimes that causes us to take some time in self reflection, because we have to understand that once you say something, when the words come out of our mouth, you cannot take that back. You cannot take that back, because we know that words can be stabbing to a person's heart. Uh, Words that we say, it can hurt somebody for years. So we want to make sure that the words that come out of us show a reflection of our maturity on the inside, show that we are mature, show that we are wise, show that we love ourselves, and we're only willing to give love. That's the thing that should be pouring out of us. More love, more patience, more kindness, courage. That's the things that we need to be giving to other people as well as ourselves. It's a dual reaction. So let's go to the next one. I think this is number 7. Yeah, number 7. Don't be defeated by fear. So today, of course, we're talking about uh sometimes being strong is you're the only option that you have. So don't be defeated by fear. And we know that fear is just showing up as you being afraid. So when you are afraid, don't allow other things to take over. It's nothing wrong with being afraid, but we can't let fear stop us from trying something new, from doing something, from being a better person, from being a better human being. And to be resilient and mentally strong, that means that you have to know how to deal with your fear. So when you enter a frightening situation, you have to be aware it's an opportunity for you to grow, for you to learn how to trust yourself. And that trust is going to help you to outweigh your fear. Let me see what I missed in the comment section. If I missed anything. Okay. You can't be triggered all the time. You have to take a breath. Yesterday, I moved the button up so no one can push your buttons or let them know that they triggered you, because they will feed off the trigger. Right, for now, we have to learn that too, is sometimes people, and I hate to say it, but some people, when they are around you for a period of time, they know what really gets under you, what like irks you, what upsets you. And some people, unfortunately, have that type of thinking that they like to see you get upset. Is there? Those are people who are called sadists. They get a joy from seeing someone else have pain. So we have to be cognizant of that. And we have to understand that people want to see you upset. People want to see your happiness diminish. And we have to remember that we are in control of our joy. We are in control of how we think. No matter what somebody else does, I always remind myself of that, like a mirror image. People can only bring something out within you in which that you believe. So when somebody shows up to you, something that's a lie, something negative, something hurtful, something of pain, something gossip, things that tear people down, it's us that have to make a decision on whether we're going to feed into it or whether we're going to dismiss it. So that takes some mental strength. That takes self-love. That takes some time in getting to know who we are. We can't allow people to trigger us and get inside of us and give us, like that attack mode, like a cat just, We don't want to be the people who get triggered very easily. When somebody comes at you at negative, it's a learning process. You have to learn to respond in love, or not even choose to respond in love, because if what comes out of you can't spill out love, don't even allow it. Don't even allow it. Don't even allow it to process in your mind. And we have to learn to push those type of thinking or those type of people way, way back and away from us, because it's not good for us. People sometimes think weakness is when you don't react. Wrong. It takes more strength to not react. It's true. Paula, that is so true. It takes so much strength. I'm telling you guys, if somebody says something mean to you, they're looking at you, waving their finger at you, or they say something nasty, just something just hurtful, mean, and nasty. But it takes a very strong person to recognize what they're doing. And the more that you are alive, the more you get wisdom in this life. You learn that they're trying to trigger me. They're trying to see me react in an unkind. They're trying to see me react in a mean way. Don't even feed into that. Don't even give room to that. And that takes a lot of strength for you to be able to stand up and say, I'm not even going to be a part of this. This is not worth my time. They are not worth my time. No answer. Silence, or show people a smile. I like to tell those people, I'm going to pray for you. I'm going to pray for you. Stand up to fear and you can do anything. Oh, Robert, that's something else that it's just not easy. When you're afraid, the biggest thing is either you're going to get scared, you're going to back away, or you're going to confront it. And it's important to have those type of conversations, especially in the midst of fear. We have to speak to our fear, and we have to tell our fear, say, I don't know how I'm going to do this. I am afraid to do this, but I am going to do it. And we have to learn to speak those things out loud. Any doubt, any fear, anything that you're having, anything that you want to overcome, we have to acknowledge. We have to acknowledge our fear and let our fears know that we're not afraid to go past that fear. We have to look at that fear in the face, and we have to tell that fear, you can't live here, because I'm going to conquer this and I can do it. And that is so important to do that. To look at fear and say, I'm not going to even allow you. It's hard, but take a deep breath and go straight forward and face it. Yeah. And I think sometimes we have the fear of things just because we feel that we don't have any support. But we have to know that in our weakness, this is when we're strong. And I'll tell you guys what I mean by that. When you are weak is when you are allowing your heart to open up and try something new. Hey, Annette, welcome. How are you? Thank you so much for coming. We have to understand that when we are weak, that's when we are strong. And I'll tell you guys what that means. When we, like I titled this live stream, being strong is your only option, because when you have nothing else, it's like you have nothing to lose. You have nothing to lose but to conquer. You have nothing to lose but learning to overcome fear. And when you face that fear, oh my goodness, it makes you feel so good. You feel so strong and mighty. You feel so victorious over any situation. I don't know if you guys have ever faced a fear, overcome something, and in the end, don't you feel so good? Don't you feel so strong when you overcome something? You be like, I was afraid and I did that, and I did that. And that's what we have to put it in our minds, even if you have not overcome it yet. But you have to keep trying until you do. Never give up. If you really want something, if something is something that you believe is something for you, don't let anything stop you and make you get discouraged in doing what you want to do. Thank you, Edward. I appreciate that. How are you doing, Annette? Thank you so much for being here. Yes, Robert. There's nothing that we can't do. There's nothing that we can't do. See, can't only happens when uh, we allow our fears to conquer us. We allow it to conquer us, because see, fear can only conquer you when you allow it, when you give it room, when you allow it and give it room to grow, and then you accept it and you receive it, and you just say, and that's when you start having those thoughts in your mind. If you guys ever think about that, when you allow something to overcome is when you start telling yourself, I can't, I won't, it will never happen to me. I'm too this, I'm too old, I'm too this. So we start making excuses, and we start shrinking into, feeling sorry for ourselves, and we get lower, 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 lower. So don't feed into the fear and the doubt, because successful people who are strong, are people who are definitely courageous. So courage is something that only happens when you face your fear. So you have to be able to face your fear and not be afraid. Don't be afraid to face your fears. Hey, Joy. Thank you so much for coming. How are you doing today? I appreciate you for being here. I hope you're having a great Tuesday. So, number 8, be aware of self-talk. And I was telling you guys that self-talk is the conversations that you have in your head. And it goes things like, I can, I will, I'm able, I love myself, I'm strong enough. We have to put those things in our head. And if we put things in our mind, such as, I can't, I won't, I'll never, that's not good. And so often we're so busy worrying about how we talk to others that we lose track of the way we talk to ourselves, what we have in our mind. So we have to make it a point of being positive and supportive to ourselves. This is very important, guys. And I want you guys to get this point, to be positive and supportive of ourselves. So many times we give so much support and love to other people, but we're not giving ourselves enough room to be positive and supportive of ourselves, of our own goals, of our own dreams. And we aren't listening to the voice that tells us, I'm too tired. This is not a good decision. We have to learn to listen to our self-talk. It tells us maybe when it's time to move on from situations or people that is not good for us. We have to have that self-talk in our mind and take time to sit in silence and listen to that talk, because it's there to help us. And we have to remember that when times get tough for us, we have to be able to believe that we can make it through. And we will have to replace self-doubt with positivity. And it's not easy, especially if you have been a person to doubt your own self, that you deal with feelings of worthlessness, lots of fear. You fear so many things. You doubt that you have the capacity to do good and to be good. And it's something that you have to continuously keep training your mind and train it until you actually believe it. Like I always say, you keep telling yourself, I'm intelligent, I'm smart, I'm focused, I can do anything that I want. Whatever I try, I can be successful at it. But it is in the self-talk where we replace that doubt with positivity. Okay, let's see what's going on in the chats. Hey, Donna Ree, how are you? Welcome, welcome, welcome. I hope you're having a great Tuesday. Yes, thank you, Joy. Hey, Donna Ree. Donna Ree is one of my mods. She has a great channel. If you guys have never been to Donna Ree's channel, yes, I'm trying Boss Life Online. Yes. So let's go on to the next point. Number 9, rid yourself of can't. Rid yourself. Rid means to dismiss, remove. See, can't means cannot. So you're telling yourself, you're having the talk with yourself, and already you're sabotaging yourself. So we have to get rid of that thinking. And sometimes that thinking is deep rooted from our childhood. In our childhood, maybe you were told that you can't, you won't do things, that maybe you weren't smart enough. And we have to learn to dismiss and remove those things and replace it with good things. So we can't just say we are something, but we have to remove it. We have to remove the can'ts, and we have to replace it with will and am, going to. I am, that it is a personal possession. It is a quality of it's a quality within us. When it becomes part of your personality, you are strong enough, that you're resilient, that you're able and you're capable, and you can and you will and you are. When it becomes who you are, it's like clothing you put on every day. Every day you should be putting on the clothing of love, of support, of resiliency, of respect. And we have to keep putting on that clothing every day. I love myself. I respect myself. I'm willing. I'm able. I'm capable. And you got to keep telling yourself that in your mind until it becomes a part of you. It should be a part of who you are. And mentally, and we have to mentally root out words like can't, never, and replace them with can, could, and when. All of that is very important, and I want you guys to all get that. Let's see. Boss Life Online. She got excited. Do you see her face change? She is pumping us up. I am. This is my topic. When I talk about personal strength, for me, strength is personal for me. And for those of you who know my testimony, being strong is your only option. And I'm telling you guys that is because not only I'm saying it to you, but it's something that I remind myself every day. Being strong is your only option. Nothing else is possible for you besides being strong. You have the ability to be courageous. You have the ability to try new things, to step outside of the box. If nobody else has done it, maybe you're the one to do it. Stop waiting for other people to do something that you already know that you can do. Maybe it's supposed to start with you. Maybe you're the one to invent something. Maybe you're going to be the first one to do something in that category. But you got to have that in your mind, that I'm strong enough, able, and capable to be able to do something new. And it doesn't matter who supports you, it doesn't matter who's on your side, but you got to have that within yourself. And you have to receive that in your mind, your own self-love, your own wisdom, your own love, your own light. And we have to constantly raise our vibration to positive vibes, to good vibes, to things that uplift and encourage. And that's why I tell you guys all the time, it's so important, the things that we read, things that we allow ourselves to be entertained by, because We become what we allow ourselves to be entertained by. So if you surround yourself with negative, gossiping, all of those things, that's just what you're going to become. That's just what you're going to become. That's just what it is. Yes. Hi to everybody in the chat, and I thank you guys all for being here. So we're on number 10, stumble towards success. Because sometimes you're just trying to find your footing somewhere in life. You want to be successful at something, and sometimes you just got to keep going. You got to keep one foot in front of the other, trying this, trying that. And what I'm telling you guys is, don't be afraid to fail. You should be afraid of not trying. See, that's where the failure is. The failure is in you not even trying, is when you don't even allow yourself to try something new. It's not about how many times you fail, but it's how many times you try. Keep trying until it works. If this doesn't work, try this, then try that. But don't give up just because something didn't pan out. Maybe it wasn't the right time, the right circumstance, not the right people, but keep going. And I love this saying by Winston Churchill. And he says, success is stumbling from failure to failure with no less enthusiasm. I'll say it again. Success is stumbling from failure to failure with no loss of enthusiasm. So that means no matter how many times something does not work out, you should not give up in your enthusiasm, in your joy towards something. If it's what you really want, don't let anything stop you from moving forward. You got to keep going, one foot in front of the other, one day at a time. Try until it works. Try until it works, okay? So perseverance, it gives you the ability to face any difficulty. So whatever difficulty you have, persevere. And it gives you the ability to face any difficulty, challenge, setback without being defeated. Because when you put that in your mind, I can persevere, I can accomplish. See, the successful people, it's not about how long it takes you to achieve success. All that matters in the end is that you got the success, that you crossed the finish line. It's not about how fast you move in your progress towards your goals or the things that you want to do. It's just that you keep doing it. And just in you continuing to go, continuing to move forward, that is the success. And it's something that I remind myself of every day. The success is not that I have achieved the goal, the success is in not giving up. Come on, y'all, with me. The success is not giving up. The failure is when you give up. So don't even make that an option. Failure is not an option. See, succeeding is your only option because you are strong enough. Because that's your only option. Your only option is to be courageous, is to respect yourself, is to love yourself, is to keep going, is to go out and do it and be it. Go out and do it and be it. Okay, so we got two more, guys, and then I'm going to come back to the chat. Number 11, find solutions. There will always be problems. Every business, every person has complications and any endeavors towards your hurdles. But if you can learn to focus 90% of your time on solutions and only 10% on your problems, you'll be able to respond effectively instead of giving up. So if you only focus just a little bit on your problem and put the majority of your effort, of your time in the solution, in finding a way to fix Whatever it is, whatever's not working, keep working on it until you do. You know, I don't know if you guys, people who are maybe too young, don't know about the Rubik's Cube, but it's you have to keep working that cube until it actually aligns. And eventually, the more that you keep going at whatever you're trying to accomplish, eventually it's going to align. Eventually, it's going to work out. Okay. But it means that you have to keep finding solutions. So, number 12, be grateful. I tell you guys this all the time. We have to be grateful. We have to be grateful. And that means showing appreciation for what you have. And sometimes that can be difficult because we look at other people and say, this person has this, or we compare ourselves to what somebody else has. But when we stand in appreciation and gratitude for what we do have, now we can transform our lives, because in gratitude and appreciation, we start drawing other positive things, other positive vibes, because in gratitude, we learn strength. In gratitude, we learn courage. We learn appreciation for what we do have. And we're not looking to somebody else. And we're not comparing what somebody else's life to ours. We're grateful for who we are. We're grateful for where we have come. We're grateful for where we have been. And we are standing in today and saying, today, I am grateful for who I am. Today, I'm grateful for who I have become. Today, I'm grateful for who I have transformed myself into being. And I say thank you. I say thank you to gratitude every day. I say thank you to my self-respect. I say thank you to self-love. I say thank you to transformation. And that's something that we each have to do and learn on our own, because everybody is on a different journey in their life. But we have to open our mind to the possibility. And here it is. We have to open our mind to the possibility that we are great, that we are amazing, that we are unique, that there is nobody like me. So when we do that, we're not looking to somebody else. We're not comparing ourselves to somebody else. We are grateful for ourselves. I am grateful for me. I am grateful for my struggle, because it made me strong. It made me strong. It made me capable and able to be who I am today. Yes, it made me capable and able to be who I am today. Yes. And this is the last one, guys. Oh, no, I have 3 more, but I'm going to come back to that because that one was good. Being grateful, number 12. So let's see where we are. You see comments I missed. Okay. Can't. It's not in the dictionary because you have to try. And then when you can't complete something, please ask for assistance so you can complete the task at hand. 2 heads. Yes, they always say 2 heads are better than 1. Yes, Fernell. 2 heads are better than 1. And that's the thing. If something is giving you a hard time, learn to ask for help, not just from anybody, but somebody who is going to be open to support you, somebody who is going to be there to understand you, somebody who is kind, understanding, and compassionate. And that's something that we have to learn. We have to learn that some people, we can't ask them for help because they are not here to help us. They're here to maybe take from us. Some people don't show up in this world with good motives. And that's something that we have to understand and recognize. We have to protect ourselves. We can't share all of our thoughts and all of our dreams with other people because not everybody means the best for us. And that's how you keep your strength and your courage and your might and your love for yourself. You got to keep some things in your mind and work things out with yourself sometimes before you share what you're trying to do with somebody else. Okay? That's a personal lesson. Yes. Failing makes you strong onto the next attempt, right? And sometimes I get a little bit about that word fail because I don't think it's a failure. I think in everything that does not work out, that there is some sort of blessing and lesson. You guys know that's my favorite phase. In every blessing, every lesson is a blessing. I love that because no matter what happened to you, everything that has happened to you in your life is something that has taught you something. You think about that for a moment. Everything that you have been through in your life has taught you something. It has made you a different man or a woman. It has made you, taught you courage. It has shown you willpower, fortitude. It made you learn to love yourself. See, sometimes when people don't love you, it teaches you to love yourself. So, isn't that a blessing and a lesson? Yes, it is. I thank you to those who did not love me. I thank you to those who talk about me behind my back. I thank all of them because if they didn't do what they did, I wouldn't be who I am. So that's how we have to look at things. Um, that's how we have to look at things. Yes, Edward, it's a good analogy. Don't stay in the problem, get into the solution. Yes, my therapist drilled that in my head. I am not a victim. Wow, am I grateful I learned that. I thank God for my therapist. I am grateful. Yes, Gio, that's something that I had to learn as well. I had to learn to walk in the spirit of gratitude, appreciation, and patience. Those are three things that I know I learned through therapy: gratitude, appreciation, and patience, because we have to learn to be grateful for what we have, to appreciate who we are, and to also be patient, because patient with the process in your life. Be patient for what you have been through. Be patient for the struggles that you have gone through, for the lessons that you have learned, and for what it has taught you. When you process that in your mind, you should be grateful. Be grateful for what you have been through because it makes you who you are today. I thank you for that comment, Boss Life Online. Yes, the race wasn't given to the swift. It is the one that endures. I know, Vernell, and that's not something that you really think about, because let's be honest, guys, when you're going through a hard period of time, my goodness, when you're going through a hard period of time, most of the time, we always are questioning ourselves and asking, how long will this last? How long can I endure? But I like to say, instead of saying, why me, say, why not me? Look for the things that you can learn within your struggle. Look for the way that you can become more resilient. Look for ways to be stronger, because we have to understand that being strong is your only option. When your back is against the wall, are you going to choose to fight? Will you fight? Fight for your life, fight for what you want in your life, or are you going to give up? All of that is a personal choice. I'm only here to give the information, and then it's up for you guys to do what you want to do with the information. See, each and every one of us has the ability to gain knowledge, but it is in the action or the reaction to the knowledge, to how we can progress, to how we can feel good about ourselves, to how we can love ourselves. Hey, Miss Full Roller, how are you? Miss Full Roller is one of my playlist buddies with Team Build with Geo. And yesterday we did a live stream together on her channel. So if you guys have not seen that, check it out, about a debt-free journey. So I thank you so much for being here, Miss Full Roller. I hope you're having a great day. Yes, guys. So I got I think 3 more points. So, number 13, brace yourself for the storms. We know adversity is inevitable and problems are going to happen. Problems will happen. It's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. But it's how you prepare your mind, how you prepare your heart, how you prepare your spirit. And we have to understand that not everything that comes at us is a personal attack. Everything is not personal. And we have to learn to not be upset at everything that comes at us and to get ourselves discouraged, to get mad and upset, the whole woe is me attitude and why is this happening to me. We have to learn in those moments when you are having a personal struggle in your life, we have to learn to be prepared for that. Learn to fight, learn to be courageous, learn that we can do things, learn that maybe it may be your time to reinvent yourself. And especially in the climate with the working atmosphere, maybe you aren't able to get the amount of money maybe that you did before, or maybe you're going to have to try something new. But don't give up. Don't be discouraged. It may be your time to come out from behind the consumer part and step into being an entrepreneur. But that's for each and every one of us to make our own decision. But we have to learn to embrace the storm. And that's why I titled this, Being Strong is Your Only Option. If you allow the negativity out there, especially from coworkers, friends, in quotes, friends, family, other people, to be the deciding factor on how strong you are, you're definitely going to give up. When the storm arises, that's where you fight. That's when you get stronger. That's when you keep pushing. Because we all know that after the storm, the sun comes out. And we have to be ready for whatever comes our way. Be ready to embrace change. And sometimes that's the hardest part of being strong, is things may change in our life. Maybe people have come in or out of our lives, people that we thought would be in our life forever. But we have to understand that some people are in our life for a season and not a lifetime. And that's a teaching lesson that we have to take in. Not everybody that comes in your life is meant to come in your life to stay. Some people come in our lives to teach us something. And then when that role has been filled, now they can move on because you got that lesson, right? So, number 14, we have to define our moments. So, when you find yourself doubting how far you can go, you have to remember how far you've come. This is when it's important to look back and turn things from a negative thinking into a positive thinking. Because remember, you're still here. There's something that you learned, there's something that you gained, there's something that you became because of it. So that's really important. So, number 14, define your moments. So, when you find yourself doubting how far you can go, remember how far you've come. And we have to learn to give ourselves credit. Give yourself credit. Give yourself a pat on the back. Tell yourself, I'm so proud of you. You have come a long way. We got to pat ourselves on the back, encourage ourselves, tell ourselves that we're proud of ourselves, and don't look to other people to tell us, to give us that pat on the back. You got to pat your own self on the back. You have to tell your own self, I love you, and don't look to somebody else to love you. I say this all the time. You are not loved based on what somebody else can give you. So if nobody can give you love, does that mean that you don't possess love and that you are not loved on your own? No. You are loved based on who you are, not based on if somebody else can see it within you. Remember that. And you have to give yourself credit for the things that you have faced, for the battles that you have won, for the fears that you have overcome. So, this is the last point, guys. Make it an everyday pursuit. So, most of our mental strength is built and demonstrated not on exceptional circumstances, but in the day to day life and leadership. So, positivity, preparation, willingness, discipline, focus, and looking at things ahead and not looking at the past, all of it is going to serve you well. And we have to remember to practice mental toughness, because you will be amazed on how strong that you've already become. The things that you have gone through. It's amazing. You got to look back at what you have endured and encourage yourself. You are strong. You are stronger than you even know. You're stronger than you even believe. Keep loving yourself and don't get discouraged by what other people do and say. Do not get discouraged, and don't allow other people to allow their doubt to make you feel discouraged. Don't let anybody discourage you. Remember, it's a choice every day on what you choose to allow into your mind. It's a choice. See what I missed. That's great, Miss Fowler. I'm glad you're doing good. Yes, guys. So that has been all the points. Because I just wanted to encourage you guys and let you guys know that being strong is your only option. Don't allow negativity from other people. Don't allow the things that people may be doing and saying to you. Don't take that personal. Look at things as something that you can encourage yourself. Look at it as something that can motivate you. You have the ability, you have the strength, you have the willpower, but you got to dig it deep down from within inside of you. The people who aren't there for you, maybe it's a lesson showing you that you don't need them. You don't need them. Sometimes we think we need people in our lives and we really don't. You don't need them. They need you. You're the strong one, but you got to believe that. You got to believe that in your own mind. And it will transfer to your spirit, to your thinking. You got to change your way of thinking. You got to change your way of thinking. And I appreciate each and every one of you guys. I hope that you guys got something out of this discussion, this topic today, something that encouraged you, made you think about yourself, think about your way of thinking, and know that you have the ability to do anything that you want to do. But it's a choice. It's not about who supports you. It's about how much you love yourself, how much you're willing to keep trying, how much you're willing to keep fighting. And just because it's tough right now, it does not mean it always will be. One day, your whole life can change just in an instant. But you got to believe that it will change. And you have to show up in the actions that I believe that things can change for me, because the best is to come. The best is to come. Keep loving yourself, guys. Keep encouraging yourself. Keep forgiving not only yourself, but others. Don't allow anybody to hinder you because of anger, because of hatred. Practice self-love. Take care of you. Take care of you, because being strong is your only option. Much love, guys. Good vibes. And I'm going to see you guys on Sunday. On Sunday, we will be doing an interview with Tasha from Major Change Group. And it's going to be at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. and you know that she is excellent at what she does, talking about the financial aspects of credit cards and different things. But we're going to find out who Tasha of the Major Change Group is, and a little bit about her. So make sure you're there on Sunday at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And I appreciate all of you guys. Thank you, Edward. I appreciate you guys. Thank you, Vernell. Thank you, Joy. I appreciate you too, Robert. And I hope you guys have a great evening and the rest of your day. And keep your head up. Keep your head up, guys. Keep your head all the way up. Keep loving yourself. And I will see you guys really soon in the next video, live stream, vlog, all of that. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Keep your head up. Yes, thank you, Boss Life Online. Much love, guys.
Be encouraged, be inspired, be yourself, you will survive.